Good morning. So please take out your textbook and a notebook also, classwork. Keep it with you. We shall start the lesson number 4, adaptations in animals. Right? First we'll read the question answers, then we go for the object type. Okay? Open your classwork books also. See, in all the lessons, all the question answers are important. So you go through it and read it. If you don't understand, you can call me. Mostly, I think you do not have any doubts. I hope so. So that's why be prepared for the examination. Start preparing it right now. And diagrams are very important. You need to draw the diagrams. Do the practice of drawing the diagrams. Okay, the first question, shall we start reading the answer? Okay, how animals living in very cold regions adapt themselves to their environment? Right? The thick fur on their bodies protect them from the cold. Example, polar bear and rhea. These two animals live in very cold regions. Okay. Second question, what are the features that help a camel live in a desert? So you observe the picture of a camel and automatically you will get the answer. Okay, whenever you are writing the answers, for that diagram, if you know the diagram perfectly, then you can write the answers very easily. You can write the answers. So these features you can see the picture of a camel. Keep the picture of a camel in front of you and start writing the answers. Okay, we'll read this answer. You also repeat in your mind. The features that help a camel to live in deserts are, point-wise I have given you. Do you remember? The answer is, it has broad padded feet that help it to walk on sand. Second point, it has a hump on its back which stores water and fat, so it can go without food and water for many days. A camel has long thick eyelashes that protect it from sand during a sandstorm. Fourth point is, it can close its nose during a sandstorm. It has little hair on its body. This prevents loss of water from its body. These are, even the long eyelashes also will help the camel to, from the sandstorm. It can close. The eyelashes are also long and the body is also away from the ground level. Long legs and the body is high, above from the ground level. Why? Because the heat will not get more. The ground heat will not be affected to the camel. So that is why the legs are long and the body is also away from the ground level. Write about the features that help animals live in water. Animals have different features to help them live in water. One is, a fish has fins to help it swim. A fish has fins to help it swim. Second point, turtles, seals and dolphins have flippers to help them swim in water. A duck has webbed feet to help it paddle in water. A fish breathes with the help of gills. Animals like whales and dolphins come to the surface of water to breathe air. Even if you see the sea snakes are there. Snakes also will breathe through the lungs. Sea snakes do not have the gills, and always they will come up to the surface of the water. They will keep their face on the above the water level, little bit this much of above the water level they will keep. They will breathe and then they go inside. Again they will come up for the breathing purpose, and they breathe in air and then they go out. Sea snakes, so these are the features of the animals. Sea snakes are also there. If you watch the Animal Planet or Discovery Channel, you will come to know. Now, the fourth question's answer. What are arboreals? Give some examples. Animals that live mostly on trees are called arboreal animals. Example: monkeys, squirrels, and lizards, chameleons. They are all arboreal animals. Name the 5 animals grouped based on their food habits. The 5 animals grouped based on their food habits, they are herbivores, animals that eat only plants; carnivores, animals that eat flesh of other animals; omnivores, animals that eat both plants and animals; scavengers, animals that feed on the flesh of dead animals; parasites, animals that depend on other animals for their food. So these are all the 5 groups are there which are as per their food habits. Okay. Now 6th question is, how does camouflage help an animal? Camouflage help an animal to blend with their surroundings so that it is not seen by its enemies. Merging with the environment, surroundings. So camouflage. Those animals are called camouflage. Even the zebra is also a camouflage animal. Chameleon and zebra. Why are some animals in danger of becoming extinct? Some animals are in danger of becoming extinct because people hunt enemies for their needs. They cut down forests and deserts and cut down forests and destroy the habitats of animals. Waste from homes, farms, factories and power stations get into the air, seep through the soil or water, even get into rivers, lakes and oceans. This can cause their death. What is migration? Some birds living in very cold places cannot survive the cold winter, so they leave their homes in winter and fly to warmer climates where they can find food easily. They go back again when winter ends. These regular trips every year are known as migration. Means leaving our home and going to some other place for some period and coming back to the hometown is called a migration. So this is birds, they do come to India every year and again they go back to their places. Siberian birds mostly. So with this we have completed reading the question and answers. Shall we go for objective type now? Open the textbook page number 222, multiple choice question answers, and fill in the blanks. These two are there. So elephants are herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Elephants are herbivores. A, you can see here. Then these suck the blood from the horse. Leeches, hookworms, roundworms. A, leeches. This is an example of a scavenger. Snake, vulture, tiger. B, vulture is the scavenger. Dolphins swim with the help of gills, fins or flippers. The camel is best suited to live in sea, desert, hilly areas. Desert is the correct answer. You can see this and write. Okay, only fill in the blanks. You can do it by yourself. You will do practice of writing. Okay. The environment in which an animal lives is called habitat. Summer sleep by animal is called aestivation. Animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. Animals that depend on other animals for its food are called parasites. Animals that feed on flesh of dead animals are called scavenger. Winter sleep by animals is called hibernation. Animals that eat only the flesh of other animals are carnivorous animals. And dash eats both plants and animals, that is omnivores. So with this we have completed the lesson number 4 revision, the question answers and the objective type. Thank you.